go. 1, 2, 3.
We are Spark!
Spark students experience learning as a process which uses many tools. Whether we're building an elf house or putting together a video, we are making connections and communicating our creations and our discoveries.
I think it's important to get the students asking as many questions as possible because that's going to teach them to think on a deeper level. I grew up in the 80s and it was just more about memorization and learning how to do school. This mindset is more really about creating thinkers. At Spark, everything we do starts with asking questions.
Children have a natural imagination. The Spark concept and the new STEM idea meets them where they are, and we recognize that imagination and we give them time to explore their world, to build things. We value the imagination they have and let that imagination drive. They know that they have that freedom. If it's not right the first time, they're going to fix it. It's okay. You know, there's no right or wrong. So I think if they can hold on to that, the teamwork that we're building, and then that imagination and the possibilities are endless.
Like we think of school as open up a book and do this, do that, you know, just memorization kind of stuff. But that is not the feel here. These kids are being introduced to all kinds of different careers out there that I had no idea about. They are getting to see things that I see them excited about. We're trying to kind of train them to live in the real world, to be able to work together. They do a lot of, you know, cooperative learning. So they're always collaborating together. So not only are the teachers collaborating together, but we're trying to have the students collaborate together. That's just a real world skill. You know, they've got to be able to get along and work with people. At Spark, collaboration is ingrained in everything we do.
Creativity, to me, at Spark means giving children multiple ways of being able to express themselves. Where I was in 3rd grade, my job was to put my pencil on a piece of paper and write as often as I can, whereas at Spark, we get to create lots of different ways of showing what we've learned, and we've got lots of different outlets. When we look at companies today, we look at how companies and their workers work together. We've got all sorts of different ways that our workers interact with the world. They might be making videos, they might be making presentations. We've got things that are being built. We want our school to match what's happening in the real world. If they get the chance to build something out of cardboard, they might someday build that same thing out of machinery. They might build it out of metal. They might build a robot that can do what they wanted to do. Creativity is giving them the permission to think outside of what's possible. At Spark, we give our students permission to think outside what's possible.
And as a student growing up, testing meant studying all week and a test on Friday. Spelling, math, whatever, reading. Spark Academy puts a lot of focus on project-based learning. The students are creating things, they're working in teams, they're collaborating, they're individually working on projects. But at the end of that whole process, they have to test and make sure that they have met their objective or their goal for whatever it is that they are creating. They might find that it worked perfectly, whatever they designed, but they may find that whatever they were working on has to be tweaked. Or they could start back at the drawing board. We all learn from mistakes, we all learn from things that don't work, so it's just a great way of helping kids be resilient and move forward and not be afraid to try.
We try to help them see what they've learned, the purpose of what they're learning, and then get them to really look at what they've done and try to make next steps about what they want to do and how they can improve themselves. So it's not once you've finished, that's it, moving on to something else. It's, hey, how can I look at this, whatever it is, and how can I take what I know and improve on what I've already done? They're going to use that problem solving. They're going to use their collaboration with others, if within the school setting, but then also when they get outside of school. At Spark, teachers, students, everybody here, we're all seeking to learn and we're all seeking to improve.
We have to be able to communicate with our parents and the community and let them know what we're doing because it's new. All of us are using Seesaw, and that is the best way to communicate with parents. They just send their pictures or their videos of what they're doing to their parents throughout the day. So no matter where they are, they get that ding and they know that their child has sent them something on Seesaw. And I've heard from parents that that's the best way to communicate. They love that. Well, the way it's going to improve their life is because you have to be able to communicate with people. You have to be able to get your message across. They're not going to be afraid because they've done it so much. So when they're in college and they have a speaking class and they have to stand up and talk, they're not going to be afraid to do that because they've been doing that since elementary school. Or if they're on their job and they have to present something, presenting something will not be that hard for them because they've been presenting things since first grade. At Spark, we share everything that we do. We share with the parents, we share with the children, we share with the community, we share with each other.
Times are changing, and we are changing with the times.
Learning is fun and curiosity is contagious. Your child will love their experiences at Spark Academy and will leave with a passionate curiosity and the skills and processes necessary to pursue their dreams.